G'day everyone, I don't know whether you can see me or not because it's still quite dark, but on a cold, dark and very foggy morning, I've come down the river to do a little bit of oversimplified crayfishing. Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. Now I'm just going to wait for it to get a little bit lighter so that I can see where I'm throwing my nets properly, and then I'm going to put my nets in. I've got 3 nets over here, and they're all baited, ready to go with chicken drumsticks. I've just got the 3 nets. I'm in the middle of town in Wangaratta. I've just snuck down here for a couple of hours. I've got no fancy camera work. This is all filmed on one camera. All I brought with me was 3 nets, baited up, a bucket, a crayfish measurer, and 1 camera. As simple as it gets. Let's just wait for it to get a little bit lighter, then I'll throw the nets in. Right, net number 1. I reckon if I'm going to get snagged with any of these nets, it'll be this one. Right, net number 2. It's actually not very far from net number 1, but that's okay. That'll do for now. Net number 3, it's on a bit of a slant. It's a bit tangled up here, but it's a bit dark to see what I'm doing, so I'll just throw it in for now and I can sort it out later when it's a bit lighter. I can hear the church bells from the cathedral. 7 AM on the dot. Righto, I'll give these, I don't know, 20 minutes or half an hour or so and then check them. Right, well, it's been about 20 minutes. That should be long enough for the first check. At least now I can see the river and see what the current's doing. This is where I was fishing with Sonny just a few days ago. Right, net number 1. I reckon if any of them are going to be snagged, it'll be this one, because I was fishing here the other night and I kept getting snagged. Right, what have we got? And nothing. Well, that was out there, so I'll leave that where it was because it didn't get snagged. That's a good start. Right, net number 2, and I reckon there might be one in here. It feels a bit heavier. Wrong. The fact that it's so cold and foggy and I can smell fire, like campfire, but obviously while I'm in town it's probably someone's house fire. It's like a simulation, crayfish simulation. I felt that one over a snag. Nothing. Oh, the first check was unsuccessful. That's okay. It happens. Right, well, it's time for the second check. Hopefully we do better than the first check. It's actually not time, it's a bit early. I was going to leave it till 8 o'clock and give it 45 minutes. It's only 7:45. I haven't even given it half an hour. It's like the double impatient check. Oh, nothing. Oh, got the rope caught around me camera. Gee whiz, I thought I'd just come down here and pick up a couple of easy crays this morning. Funny, you come down here with a fishing rod and just catch heaps of crayfish. Come back with a cray net, nothing. Righto, net number 2, surely. Yes, definitely, this is heavy. There's 2 in here, for sure. 1. Unless I'm on the board, but it's only a little one. A feisty little one. Gee, that felt heavy coming in. There must be big drumsticks. Righto, first cray. First of many. Off you go. Right, I felt this net run over a snag before, so hopefully it doesn't get snagged. I think we're safe. And I've got a cray, but I think it's undersized. It's bigger than the last one, but it's still undersized. check this out. Normally they try and get out of the net. I put this one back in the net to get a photo, and now it's just going to sit there and dine out on some some chicken. Yeah, it's about 5 mils undersize. Only just under, but it's under, so it goes back. Oh well, I've got two. This is the net that I said earlier had a bit of a tangle up here. I'll have to fix that at some stage. Right, net number 3, get back out where you were. See if you can catch me a bigger one. Well, that's 2 on the board, but the cray bucket is still empty. Right, time for check number 3, and I'm surprised this net hasn't caught a crayfish, because when I was fishing here the other day, I still think there's nothing in it. When I was fishing here the other day, I was catching them on my fishing rod. I just realised that I left my bucket in the car. I'm just sitting in my car this morning. I just realised I left the bucket in the car, so I'll probably catch a monster now. I might have a bucket to put it in, or a measure to measure it with. 1, I reckon. And I was wrong. Wrong. Righto, come on. Come on, net number 3. Oh yes, something in here. This is heavy. There's 2 in here at least. Oh, 4! That's my first time this season I've pulled up the net and caught 4 at once. That was so heavy. It's amazing how heavy it was. They're all undersized, but how good is that? Wow! How good is that? Look at this. I've got the quadrella. The first time this season that I've caught 4 at once. You've got to be careful. When you've got more than one in the net is when you're more likely to get bitten. Even though they're undersized and going back anyway, I still check them for eggs, because if they've got eggs, I don't just lob them. I'll take them down and gently release them. Okay, mate. 4 undersized crayfish in the one net is excellent, and they've all got no eggs. Right, you beauty, 4 in one net, first time this season. I've just come down here looking for somewhere else to put the net. I'm gonna, next time I check them, if there's nothing in that first net, which has caught nothing today, I'm gonna move it down here. It's very shallow, normally that's out of the water, but I'm just gonna think outside the box. I always look for deep holes or steep banks, but I'm just gonna look for some calmer water, even though it's shallow, and just see whether there's any crayfish maybe foraging out in the ground that's normally not underwater. But I've been wondering why there hasn't been very much foot traffic. I'm near the bike track here. I've just worked it out. The bike track's underwater. The river's high enough that it's flooded the bike track. That's why there's not very many people walking past. Anyway, I'll check them again in half an hour or so, and then if I don't do any good in the first net, I'll put it in here. Made it. Right, now it's time to check them again. If there's nothing in this net, I'm going to move it down to that shallow spot and just step outside the box and see how I go. I don't think there is anything in it, it's pretty light. Well, that surprised me, this net. Right, well I'm going to move that down there. When I say it's heavy, like before I say it's heavy, and it was really heavy. That's how I could tell there were so many crays in it. I'm not referring to the weight of the crayfish so much. It's more about the drag that it creates by having so much of the floor of the net filled. I've got 3 chicken drumsticks and 4 undersized crayfish. It just creates more drag and makes the net feel heavier. It's not actually the weight of the crayfish that leads me to say it's heavy. Quite often I say it's heavy and there's just nothing in it. That's my power skill. Now moving this one just down here a bit. This may end in disaster. There's probably going to be fork-shaped sticks and stuff under there from where people have been fishing. and I'm not expecting anything, but sometimes just by doing things a bit different, it can just pay dividends. And let's be honest, it can't catch any less here than what it was up there. Righto, can I catch a big one? So far I've caught 6 undersizers. I don't think there's anything in here. It just doesn't feel heavy. If there is, it's only a little one, I reckon. Nothing. Righto, super net. And you reckon there's one in it? Unless it's coming up against the current. No, I've got another one. Because again, it's a little one. I suppose I can't expect to catch keepers every time I go out. I've had a pretty good run this season. In fact, I've had a sensational crayfishing season so far. Oh, what am I up to? 7. Next time, depending how that net down there goes, if it catches a crayfish, I might put one in this bit of a backwater here too, but we'll see. Give them another half an hour or so, then we'll take it from there. This certainly is the super net. I didn't even see that there this morning. I've been walking on the closed path. Naughty me. I came in the back way. Right, it's time to check them. This is the one that the experimental net. Has the experiment paid off? Yes, it actually has. It's undersized again, but I caught one in the shallows. I'll be buggered. It has actually paid off. It's just a bit undersized. Well, there you go. I'm going to put these in now for their final soak. I'll put this one back here. I'm going to move the one at the end into the middle, and the one that was the bottom net will now become the top net. Alright, see you later, mate. As expected, I brought up lots of grasses and all kinds of foliage. I kind of expected that to happen in the shallow water. Right, the super net's getting getting checked second this time. I don't think there's anything in it this time. And I was right. This is the net that has done the best. I'll leave it where it's been for the final soak. And I'm going to move that other one. Right, I'll check this one now, and then I'm going to move it if it hasn't got anything in it. If it's got something in it, I might leave it here, but I don't think it has, unless it's just a little one. I guess it has. Possibly even a legal one. Whoa. Maybe I'll leave it here. Has it got eggs? It's got no eggs. I'll throw this net back in, stuff it all. No, I'll move it down there. I'll measure this, then I'll move the net. Rightio. It's gonna go close. It's legal. It's in. You can see here, it's got to go to the back fold. It's in by about 1 or 2 millimetres. I caught a legal crayfish, but I'm going to throw it back. As much as I love a feed of crayfish, just because I can keep it doesn't mean that I have to. I've had a pretty good year this year, so I'm happy to put this one back. If I caught one that was close to the maximum size, I might keep it. See you later, mate. I don't know how this is going to go. I could end up snagged, but we'll try it here for the last soak and just see how we go. Righto, final soak. How will that go? Net numero uno. And there was a cray in here before. What about now? I was just about to say, I haven't been snagged yet today. I'm off, beauty. And nothing. Nothing. When I'm finished craying, I always just throw the meat into the river and it'll get eaten by something. Nature doesn't waste much. Right, this is the one that I moved before. First time craying in this spot. Will I get the net back? If I do, will it have any crays in it? I think it's light. I don't think there's anything in here. Nothing. Right, what's the call? And I reckon there's one, a little one. Doesn't feel overly heavy. None. Wow. I've ended bad. Well, no keepers for me today. I did catch one legal one, but it was a little bit small. I was only a couple of millimetres over. But I tell you what, given the amazing run that I've had this season, I'd be a total sook to complain about not going home with a feed of crayfish, because I've had a dream run lately. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video.